Hey, everything appears to be working. It's good to be back. Erie, thank you for that. It's been a while. It's been two weeks. More than that, I think. Because it was 2 weeks ago today that I had surgery, which I'm obviously not going to stream that night. Yeah, so, welcome back. Tonight, I have a deadline on this piece. Hey, Alan, what's going on? Thank you. So good to see you guys. Good to be doing this again. I've missed this. We're going to be working on Wilhelt the Rotcleaver. So, hey, Strohan, what's going on? It's been a while. How are you doing? I'm going to take a quick listen to this guy here. Doing okay. I had sinus surgery 2 weeks ago today, and honestly, the best thing I've ever done. It's amazing. My breathing is better. I can smell. Basically, yes. There's a It's actually been kind of wild where I'll be like, what is that? Like, what is that I smell? And it'll be, I don't know, just vague things like from a distance kind of thing. What's funny is I actually haven't had coffee yet, I don't think, since I've had surgery. And so I don't know why. I just haven't. And so tomorrow morning, I'm like excited to see, because it's something that can have a very complex smell to it. And so I'm kind of excited to see what that's all about. So hell yeah is right. I feel so good. I still have a little bit of, junkiness in my throat that will go away, but but all in all, like, the biggest thing has got to be right. Well, so here's how it went down. Is I had the surgery 2 weeks ago, and of course, it was complete anesthesia, completely asleep. So, that was a wild experience too. For me, who I've never been knocked completely out before. And so that was nuts, because I remember, they brought me into the surgery room, had me get up on the operating table, got my head and neck kind of adjusted so it kind of tipped back a little bit. And then I remember them saying, we're going to give you something to like help you fall asleep. And, put meds in my IV. And then I was in recovery. And I remember looking at the clock, and like I went into surgery at 9 a.m. and like looking at the clock, and it didn't compute because it was noon. So that was cool. But circle back on the coffee thing. You have surgery, get discharged, get home. I wasn't in a whole ton of pain, but I took the hydrocodone anyway. And yeah, so for 2 days, I was basically just in bed, right? And the withdrawal from caffeine was kind of easy because it was masked by pain medication, right? And so like 2-3 days passed, and I was basically like kind of through the worst part of withdrawal from caffeine. So I didn't really pick it up again until like I had some sodas and stuff, but I just haven't had coffee yet. So I'm oddly excited about that. No reason behind it other than, well, actually the other reason behind it is that even though I wasn't in a whole ton of pain, I still kind of felt crappy. So I just didn't feel like going through the routine of making coffee. Like it was in that moment too big of a hassle for my ass to to really worry about at the time. So, but so that happened, and it's awesome. And I was probably back in the game as far as like parenting, other than lifting my younger one. So until tomorrow. I have an appointment tomorrow, final follow up. So, and then I'll I'll be able to lift again. But except for lifting, about a week after, so last Tuesday, I was kind of back in the game, taking care of kids and stuff like that, back to normal. And then, Delta, Jessica caught COVID. So she tested positive for COVID last Thursday. Just, however many days ago, 6 days ago, 5 days ago. And so that was neat because you've got me who I'm recovering from surgery. I cannot lift anything more than like 10 pounds. And I can't get sick, right? Like until they clear me surgically, I'm like, I just don't want to get sick. So I have been living in our basement since Thursday, basically. Masks and social distancing in the house and just try not to catch it. Jessica's been... The other thing, too, is like we didn't want, obviously, our kids to get sick. Not only because we don't want our kids to get sick, but because then they are an infection vector for me. So we went from like, oh, Aaron's doing some, light work around the house and stuff like that to like, I'm doing all the parenting because I'm healthy. They're healthy. She's sick. Except for, and this is the funniest thing to me, except for one thing that I can't do. Like I said, I can't lift anything more than 10 pounds. So Jess has been putting a mask on and lifting our younger son into his crib in the morning and putting a mask on and lifting him out of his crib in the morning. Sorry, I got that backwards. Into the crib in the evening, out of the crib in the morning. So, because I can't. So like, it's one of those situations, it's hilarious, where obviously I'm really glad there are two of us because in this particular case, we comprise a single fully functional adult. That's it. We make up one whole person. But it's working out. And tomorrow morning, I'll go to the doctor. They'll probably plumb around a little bit in there and hopefully give me the thumbs up to be able to go back to normal activity. So that's the saga. That's the story of the surgery. I've been saying this to everybody I've talked to about it. If you have issues, go do it. If you can. It's so much easier than it used to be. I had an amazing experience. So, and I'm happy to be back. Happy to be doing this again. There are a few other things I want to share while we're just chilling and chatting a little bit. First of all, I will be at MagicCon Chicago. I may have mentioned it kind of as in passing on previous streams, but I'm just going to let you know that's something I'm looking forward to doing. In a few weeks, we're heading to Chicago, and we're going to spend the weekend playing Magic. And also, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And we also... So I've been trying to figure out, like a not obnoxious way to promote, right? And I'm just gonna move myself a bit. Here we go. And it occurred to me that I actually have an extremely cool bit of promotional material that just kind of just accidentally have, right? And I just want to show you because these are amazing. Delta, are you back? Okay. Well, we can talk about it again when he gets back, but so we decided to make cards. Hopefully you can see those. Out of the art that Delta has created for the various Commander pieces of music that we've been writing here. So here we have, if you couldn't read them, Bello and Valgavoth. So these are cards based on his art. Yeah, well, that feature his art rather, not based on. This is his work. Let me try that again. I'm gonna look at the camera or at the screen. And so, yeah, they're beautiful. Like these are the art is stunning. They look like they should just be the cards, right? That's the reaction I've gotten is like these just look like legit cards, like, which just proves to me as well that Delta should be making cards for or doing art for Wizards. So, like I said, they're promotional items. So what we did was we went ahead and then created a custom back. I'll show you Bellows. That features a QR code that takes you to the song, the theme, on YouTube. Yeah. So we'll be giving these away. And I'm very excited about that. So I've got Bello and Valgi. I have ordered Nelly Borka. And so tonight, yeah, they're pretty cool. So tonight I need to finish Wilhelt because in order to make the card, I need to have posted the song on YouTube. So, Alan, thank you. Delta dude knocks it out of the park every time. Like Nelly Borka's card looks amazing. I'll show you guys when they come. Probably be in later this week or early next week. And I've been doing all of it, by the way. If you're feeling feisty and you want to check this out, the website is mtgcardsmith.com. I've been trying to, Tooth, I'll be honest with you, I've been trying to come up with an excuse. Oh, of course you're back now. Come up with an excuse to give these cards away too on stream. So I'll keep you posted. I showed off our cards, man. I'll do it again. I think you've seen Bello, but I don't think you've seen Valgi. So one more time for the camera here. Right? They're fantastic. So props to Delta for the art. And hopefully people will scan the back and hear the music too. But I think it's cool because they are legit playable. Like my Bello deck actually has our proxy as the commander. So I saw a little bit. Oh, that's so funny that you should say that. You're working on getting them done today. I mentioned to Jess, I was like, yeah, I'm going to stream tonight and we're going to work on Wilhelt, but I'm guessing that Delta will be on and he will just finish Wilhelt tonight. Just like I'm planning on finishing the piece tonight too. Yeah, I'm looking at the art now. The only thing that I would say is, and you probably have a plan for this already, is that the army, yeah, working on the environment, exactly. The army needs to be a little more distinct. So from what I'm looking at now, they kind of look like fog, and I'm sure they're not going to be super detailed, and I get that. Like, that's perfectly cool. I just want to make sure that, if they're an army, that they look like that they look like an army. But yeah, the whole concept behind the piece is, it's so sad, but it's also hilarious. He's so pathetic. He's just so pathetic. And yeah, so but I like the direction, so I'm really excited to see whatever the next draft might look like. I mean, do you want them to be standing or kneeling? Well, they're kneeling, right? Currently? I'm going to take a closer look and zoom in. Yeah, no, I think it's great. The positioning and things like that. I just want to make sure that they're recognizable as kneeling soldiers. So what, I mean, yeah, do your thing. I trust you. Yeah, I trust you 100%. So, do your thing, and yeah, we'll talk through it, and it's going to be fantastic, and it's going to look great on a card. It is. It's going to look great on a card. So, all right. So that's what's up with that. So we're doing that, and I'm excited as well that this is a representation of not only my work in a very tangible way, but Delta's as well. I get no greater joy than like gassing up friends who are fucking super talented and should be recognized for it. So like, and he's represented on the card as the artist, and he's represented on the card with his logo on the back. And he's also, I made sure, I need to go back and check Nelly Borka. But every one of the videos references you, Delta, as the artist, and always will. So, yeah. So on that note too, you're right. Did you see these cards? They're fucking awesome. They're so good. And I think the reaction, I've gotten like reactions of wow from so many people I've showed these to that, yeah, mediocre. Come on, please. Anyway, so we doing that. So these are the foils, and then I got some standard cards too. So got lots to give away. Last thing I want to talk about before we dive into this, thanks, Tooth, into this piece is, I'm not going to get too deep into, I'm just going to refer to it as current events. Right. So I think we can all kind of understand what I'm talking about here and how kind of scary current events are right now. So I don't want to feel helpless, right? I know that we're all worried about the future. And I don't know, and it doesn't matter who you voted for, to me, like in the context of stream and hanging out in chat and stuff like that. So wherever you stand is cool. But I've decided for me, I need to do something. So starting, relatively near future, probably March after MagicCon. I'm going to start doing some fundraising a little bit, do a little bit of charity work on here. I'm going to figure out how that is going to look for a music streamer. I don't know. I have to look around and see if any other music streamers have done anything like that, and how they run their stream, how they incentivize stuff like that. You know, all the rewards and things that you do with a charity stream. But we're going to kick it off, I think, in March with a fundraiser for the ACLU. Like I said, I need to do something. I need to feel like I'm contributing. I need to not feel helpless. A lot of extremely disappointing and dangerous things have been going on, and we need somebody to stop that. And I think an organization like the ACLU is well equipped to help with that. So, yeah. So I say this fully understanding, and I want to get this out there ahead of time. I say this fully understanding that we are a very small community, and that this community gives to other very worthy causes. I'm thinking, of course, St. Jude, first and foremost. So regardless, it doesn't matter how much we raise, right? It matters that we try. And so I want you to know up front that I completely understand that your giving may be going somewhere else that you feel very passionate about, and I 100% respect that. But if we can do anything to help, then I think it's worth it. So that's my bit. That's my serious bit on things. So yeah. So let's shift back to old Wilhelt, the Rotcleaver. All right, let's take a listen. I listened to this guy the other night. I can't remember. There are a few things about it that I'm not 100% happy with yet, so let's get into it. Yep, that's 100% correct. The dollar that you give is a dollar they didn't have before. That oboe's a little loud right there. Sad choir. I like that. Oh, this is cool. Oh hell, let's talk about that. We'll listen to the piece through. We're almost done, and then I want to talk about that. Cool. Finally found a job. Accepted the offer yesterday. Support for a SaaS company. Not management, but plenty of advancement opportunities here. That is the best news all night. That is, oh my gosh. Congratulations. Yeah. It's been too long. Like, yeah. I'm really, really happy for you. That's great. That's so great. So, are you going in an office or are you remote? Right? Yeah. It's been exactly a year. Wow. 100% remote. Here's to the remote workers. Love it. It's the best. That's great. Congratulations. Yeah. I am happy for you. I am relieved for you. It's, yeah. We're gonna bring a, we'll try them. Not harp. Yeah. It's gonna feel good when that first check hits the bank account. Yeah, I know that feeling. That's a good feeling. When you get signed up for benefits, when they send you all that stuff. Like, I've never been more excited to, like, fill out paperwork than, like, oh yeah, I got health insurance. You know, this is a good thing. It's the best, like, and it's all online, of course, but, you know, like, the best clicky that feeling, and then, like, all the other, you know, good shit that comes along with, like, having a retirement plan and all that good corporate stuff, right? But yeah, yeah. I mean, I kept an eye out. I wish I could have been more helpful. I am really glad that you were able to find something without, you know, relying on me because I mean, I looked and, like, it's just weird right now. I'm so glad you got that gig because so much IT is being hired overseas now. I say now, it's been that way for a while, but that was what I was finding with my company when I was looking for you is, you know, all of our open tech positions were, you know, outside the United States. So it's just the nature of the beast right now. But yeah, it's not a hiring market in the U.S. for tech. So snagging a gig that's great. That's really great. Okay, first thing first, I liked so we got a solo violin in here, right? So after this little break. This guy. I did. I fixed the note. I wouldn't have posted it up on YouTube if the note was not correct. Yeah, it kind of feels cool. Let's see. So we got... Let's get a closer look here. And if at this point in Delta that I hadn't, and I had posted it, so it's Super Bowl week. What's up? That feels good. Do tell about Super Bowl week. Do I get a walrus mustache for Just Like a Coach Day? Fuck yes. You absolutely do. That is a great use of $10. Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I think you have to. Like now you have to. Can I wear a hat? You want to borrow a hat? But by the way, for those of you who don't know, She-Wolf is Jess. Is my wife. Yeah, absolutely. I have the super obnoxious, it's either the AFC Championship or Super Bowl win hat. I have a bunch of, I guess I have a couple of Chiefs hats. So we can figure it out. When is Dress Like a Coach Day? Do we have time to put this together? Hopefully it's like Friday. Thursday. Okay, get the mustache and we'll figure the rest out. This is going to be amazing. Do you have a like need a windbreaker? Cool. Yeah, it's going to be so obnoxious. I love it. It's a little loud, Mr. Oboe guy. There we go. Dynamics. Who knew? Yeah, that's true. Tooth is right. You can never smile. Oh yeah? So it's not the Eagles then, Tooth. Is that what I'm hearing? It is the Eagles, right? Yeah. Well, you could join us in rooting for Kansas City like we always do. Okay, Giants and Eagles. Yeah, I see it. I see you. You get a little obnoxious. Well, we're pretty diehard Chiefs fans here. By the way, I would like to share with you the link. Threw that over in apparently both chats. So the absurdity, I love all of it. That's it. She-Wolf, you do realize you got the kids version, right? I mean, probably makes sense, but I just want to make sure you... Not a Green Bay fan. If you're in reference to Ben, I could not tell you why he's a Green Bay fan. I don't know how that came about. I'm sure there's a reason. Couldn't tell you what it is. So no, and I wasn't a pro football fan really at all until we lived in Kansas City, and really actually only recently. And yeah, probably fair weather. They're winning. They got my attention. It got exciting, I think, to live in Kansas City during both like the Super Bowl stuff. Kansas City soccer, Sporting KC, was winning a bunch. And also we were there for the 2014 and 2015 World Series, which was like that city. I will always be a fan of Kansas City as a city because they it's just so friendly and like here's the example, right? So in 2014, Casey and San Francisco were in the series, and it was a great series. Came down to the wire right at the end of the series, seventh game, and Casey lost. And I remember reading like the headline of the Kansas City Star, like basically like we're proud of you. You know, you guys did great. You know, you had a great year and a great series, and we're, you know, hometown team. We're super proud of you. And San Francisco proceeded to like burn their city to the ground. There was like looting and stuff because they won, right? So in defeat, Casey had class. Nobody was an idiot. And in victory, San Francisco acted the fool, and like, you know, it was bad. I don't remember that. That was a weird one. Was that the year? That might have been the year that we went to Australia. I can't remember. Jess and I went there to teach for work, and then she came out for a week. Yeah, it would have been. But so we didn't actually see a lot of the games because they were on at weird times. When like we were in Australia during the World Series. And so like if you wanted to watch a game, you basically had to go have breakfast at a pub. But then 2015 rolls around and we're back in it. Unlikely, but we're back in it against the Mets. And we won. And Kansas City threw a huge party. Like 1 million people came down to the Union Station, which is, you know, kind of middle of downtown, and had a great time. There was a parade. People were drinking and having a good time, but like there was no bullshit. Like there were no problems, to the point where like the police were giving people rides, and like people had to park their car on overpasses and like in crazy places because there was no room downtown, and walk down there, and like nobody gave anybody any hell, and they all had a good time. And unfortunately I couldn't go down there, but I watched from work, and yeah, it was just a good, like, wholesome, happy time. The Mets, New York, one of the New York papers were like, they trashed the Mets in their paper, like just tore them down for losing to, you know, Kansas City Royals, the smallest club in, you know, budget wise, I guess, in the country, you know, in a flyover state, blah, blah, blah. That kind of nonsense was like tore them up. And so point being, circle back to original point. I love Kansas City. It's classy. The city is kind, you know, they take care of each other. I always have a special place in my heart for Kansas City. We lived in and around that city for almost 20 years. And, I wouldn't trade that time for anything. I'm glad we are where we are now. But you know, that'll always, like, it'll always be like a super favorite place for me to visit. We've been back. We went to a Royals game, and yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I absolutely too. Yeah. Like any other place, I don't know what it is about Kansas City that has made it what it is today, or at least what it was in 2014 and 2015. And I don't expect that it's changed that much. I don't know the special sauce that makes it so kind, but it is. And yeah, so anywho, getting all sentimental about Kansas City. So I'll always be a fan. I love everything about that city. Miss the barbecue. I miss when the Royals were cheap to go to as well. Like, I remember when we could go to a Royals game for like $7. Not so much since they won the World Series, but yeah. Anyway, and I'm looking forward to the Super Bowl in that Kansas City. It's gonna be a good game, right? It's gonna be, kind of I'm guessing it'll be a nail biter, and it's not gonna be lopsided, right? But even if they're behind we saw it last year. So last year we went to a Super Bowl party at my friend's house and got to near the end of the game, and we thought we saw the writing on the wall, so we left. And we decided to put the game on the radio in the car on the way home. And it was about a 30-minute drive home. And the Chiefs ended up coming back with some crazy play. I don't even remember what it was, but I remember thinking, like, if we had waited 10 minutes longer, we could have seen this on TV. I thought they were going to lose, but Mahomes is magic sometimes, and you can just make shit happen. So I'm looking forward to seeing if KC can do that yet again, like pull magic out of thin air, like their teams just tend to be able to, or seem to be able to do from time to time. Okay, I want to listen to this again. I think we're getting pretty close. I've made some adjustments to the oboe. I added a violin part that I think makes it sound nicer near the end, not drowning out our lead violin, solo violin rather. So let's listen to it. I'm immediately bothered by something, as is tradition. This boys' choir thing. I want to hear it without. Yeah, that might be it. Yep. Yep, doesn't need it. Hey, what's up, Cheese? Tooth, yeah, it is pretty like mellow, like dancey. Hopefully sad. That's where we're going with it. I'm just chilling, man. Cheese, I'm back streaming from surgery. Yeah, good to be back. Yeah, dude. I had a sinus surgery and fixed a deviated septum in my nose so I can breathe and hopefully not get sick all the fucking time. Yeah, man, it wasn't that bad, honestly. I am breathing much better, thank you. That's nuts. That's awesome though. Okay, that didn't work as well. Oh, whoops. This is gonna see if this works. Kind of a cool feeling, right? People like what you're doing enough that they toss their viewers at you. This is Excuse me. That is eye-catching and ear-catching. Ow. Somebody clip that. I'm still over it. Fuck. I didn't put myself in the right. It's in the wrong category. Oh, well. Yeah, we're in music, not magic. Ba-ding dong. Yeah. So this might be done. What do you guys think? Like, I got rid of that boys choir part at the beginning. The beginning had that it was just there. Like, like, you know, so no, don't need it. Adjusted the volumes on some things. The only thing if that was a link, I don't allow links for reasons. So, yeah. You can send it to me. Should be able to do it through DMs. Whispers, if you will. Yeah, one more listen. Then I think we're gonna I'm gonna probably print this, and then we'll just move on to something else for a bit for the end of the stream. And I have to make this. take a listen and take a look at that in just a minute there. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to print this. I'll probably listen to it obsessively because I do. Give me a second. I want to check out this clip. Hold on. Did not realize it was just a clip of my dumbass. Thank you, Cheese. That is eye-catching and ear-catching. Ow. Oh, man. I like clips. Usually they're, if they're clipped by cheese or delta, they're going to be, you bonked them. I did indeed. Ow. All right. Let us print this, first of all. I didn't bonk it again? Did I? Like I don't remember where my headphones are in the in the grand scheme of things around my head. Okay, this is it's got some loudness to it. I end up at a integrated loops of 10. Cool. All right. With that. All right. So while we're in this mindset, let's go back to Kalia. While we're thinking classically, I need to get back to thinking rock-wise, but right now we're thinking cinematic classically. Uh-oh. Bye-bye. Don't send. Oh, they probably stepped on each other's toes. Let's try that again. Okay. We're back now for reasons. We might need to reboot. I want to try that one more time. Okay. It's still working. We're loading our tracks. Okay. Okay. This just feels super unstable all of a sudden. So, yeah, I'm gonna reboot this computer as soon as it decides to unlock itself. Oh yeah. Badness all over the place. It took a Windows 11 update and it's been kind of shitty ever since. All right, reboot time. I'm gonna force it. See how this goes. All right. All right. Let's give it a shot. All right. Should have audio back. Now I just got to get the rest of everything set up. Give me just another couple minutes. Okay. Getting there. Okay. You should be able to hear me now. The mic wasn't muted. The audio subsystem had not come online. So no audio at that point. But you should hear me now. So, well, that sucked. But hopefully we have made our way through it. Chat and StreamerBot. All right, now the moment of the truth. Can we open Kalia? Like, was it just in a bad state? Let's go. Okay, that felt much better. Let's see if it makes noise. It does. I was in a 3/4 kick for a while. Give me the biggest drum you've got. I think we get large here. That's where we were on this. Second theme. I remember, I do dig this. I was pretty happy with this. We were getting into the layers. Because if I remember right, so Kalia conjures angels, demons, and dragons. It's her thing. And we decided that angels are the harp. Demons are the organ. So we have the pipe organ that enters in here. And finally, the voices are dragon. Because it kind of follows from some of the stuff that I've done. And then it just stops because that's where we ended up. And then I try to avoid making these things too long. These themes. I want the longer pieces to be the battles. So, okay, and that gong, that's bugging the poop out of me. Try that. I want it there, but I don't want it like so in front. many projects that I like a vocoder on it. Nothing in flight that I can think of at the moment, but I will absolutely keep that in mind. Yeah, I love doing that. Seriously, pretty good. Changing it to epic. I want to get back more into like pop rock stuff, so when I do, we'll talk. Actually, there is some magic stuff, theme stuff that could be cool. Wacky shit. What key are we in? I haven't. All my MIDI stuff is wired except for the triple play on the guitar, which is not Bluetooth. I think it's a proprietary thing. But so I haven't. What's the best with Mac, but Windows is a bitch to work with? I guess I'm just good luck. I can't really obviously say because I've never used it before, but oh, okay. Yeah, it's not wired. Huh. How old was the Windows machine that you try to work with? Not old. Do you remember what brand of computer was? Dell. Dude, it was a Dell. The The amount of issues that I've had with Dells in the past, I could see that being like a Dell thing and not necessarily a Windows thing. So I haven't used them in a while, not to just like straight up talk shit, but I don't know if that's the right vibe either. Yeah. It's kind of how I feel about them too. Like, they used to be the thing. Oh yeah, that's right. You were in an ad hell. Taco Bell does have chicken nuggets. They are an abomination. They are an affront to God. Right on. You mean Alienware? Because isn't that where the XPS line came from? This might be the thing right here. I really wanted a legit Alienware prior to the purchase by Dell. Yeah. Well, they started as, didn't they start as like a little boutique shop kind of thing for specifically for like gaming laptops? They were really kind of the first gaming laptop, if I remember right. Yeah, OG Alienware was, they were kind of the shit. I guess they do desktops too. I always just wanted a laptop. Sound we haven't heard yet tonight. The sweet, sweet sound of a click track. Yeah, they had great designs. That was the other thing too, is they were one of the first to have like actually super killer design. No beige box. Erie, heading to bed. Have a good night. Yeah, I'm glad to be back. You have a great night, and we'll talk soon. Lenovo Legion? Never used one. I like Lenovo, but I never used the Legion. Dude, yeah, great night. Is that right? First to start on that RGB. Yeah, they had a lot of great ideas that then were copied by pretty much everybody else. And then kind of went to hell once Dell took over design. Yeah, I haven't had to use a laptop for shows yet, but also I'm having a hard time finding a band. The thing, I'm in a weird spot as far as age and musical taste, right? So yeah, so I haven't had a reason yet to use a laptop at a show. Cantabile 4, I've heard really good things about it. One thing that I might do is, so there's a pretty cool feature of the triple play, the MIDI pickup that's on my 245 SE, Paul Reed Smith, that there's software that you can use as a VST host, both for the MIDI side of things and for the actual guitar signal side. So it's takes the input. It's really cool. And it has, the controller actually has onboard controls, buttons and switches and whatnot, that lets you like adjust the relative volume of the two, switch between them, blend them, do program changes and all this stuff. So that would be what I would use it for, is like if I was doing a live show and I wanted to integrate the MIDI and do the synth stuff, that's how I do it. And I probably would use, I have this tank of an old Lenovo that I take with me to record. And it's a let's see, Lenovo W520 or 530. It is an absolute monster in a very like nondescript package. It's just the old black. Well, hold on. It's this thing right here. This old. It's a W530. This thing can house 2 hard drives. It has a dedicated video card. I think I've got it outfitted with 32 gig of memory. It's running, I guess, still running Windows 10. But yeah, this thing is, it has never failed me. So if I was going to outfit a machine to run and do shows with, it would be this guy. I have another one. What is that? Oh, of course, it's a Dell. I have an old Dell too that you can see kind of right. Well, you can't see it, but that motherfucker forgets it has a hard drive sometimes. So that's neat. So I don't take that one anywhere, and I do not rely on it for anything other than to watch and chat on other people's streams while I work. Yeah, no, it's a neat feature, Tooth, where it's like, and it will, like, I will come down to the studio in the morning to work, and it will be on an error screen that's basically like, you don't have a hard drive. And then you turn it off, give it a second, turn it back on, and everything's fine. Like, what the hell? Everything's cool? Neat. So, yeah, I'm less than enamored with... Oh, no. Well, first of all, okay. Cheese, we're going to... First, what's your... Okay. What do you call a singing computer? What do you call a singing computer? Yeah, he did it. He did it. He said the thing. Oh my goodness. Poop. And here, meanwhile, Tooth is sending me pornography in Discord. That's really nice. That's amazing. The newest. Yeah, that is gorgeous. An LTD telly style. You got it on Facebook Marketplace? That's awesome. Okay. For a second, I thought it was a 7-string. It's a 6-string. I'm not usually like a telly style guy, but this would change my mind. $300? How does it sound? Dual, yeah. This could convert me. I've been seeing a lot of metal players playing telly body style, not pickups. They're not doing the single coils. They're still throwing humbuckers in there, but stuff like this is like I can get behind this. I could support this. Cool. Thank you for sharing. Oh, Slipknot. Those guys. Oh. I wasn't even showing it. I'm a dumbass. I'm bad at this streaming stuff. Hold on. There we go. Sorry about that. My dumb butt. I'm a pro streamer, Delta. You didn't know? No, this is gorgeous. Sounds decent. Actually bought new pickups. Bought a good number of things to upgrade. So, yeah, buy it for the wood, right? Buy it for the body and the neck. Buy it for the action, right? So change out the pickups. What else are you gonna upgrade? You said about a good number of things to upgrade it. Oh, it's $500 new. Okay. So you'll probably end up with a little bit more than that in it by the time you're done, which is cool because it's still cheaper than having bought a new one and then done the upgrades. At least that's two new machines, new saddles, and a new... Okay. So, yeah, basically everything that interacts with the strings. So literally you bought the wood and wires. Well, not even the wires, because you'll throw new wiring in there probably with the pickups. As long as the pots and switches are clean and quiet, you're all set there. Neck's in good shape. You said it's in perfect condition. So neck action, everything's good there. Flat and true. Okay. Pot switch and plug. They're fine. Yeah. That's great. I'm really excited to hear what it sounds like after. You should actually, if you have the means to do a before and after on your work, sound wise, would be kind of cool to be like, okay, you can hear this upgrade. Like you can hear it where the money was well spent, which would actually probably inspire me to get off my ass and because I want to upgrade the pickups in my 245 and also do the 3D print and all that crap that I need to do to it. Yeah. Excited for you, man. Like, you got a bunch of cool shit going on in your life. I'm happy for you. Truly, truly, truly. Got a new gig that you can use to pay for all of these these great hobbies. Right. Well, yeah, exactly. The pickups are really where it's going to be noticeable. Seymour Duncan. Those look badass. I pulled them up on Sweetwater. That's great. Pickups and Graphtech tuning machines. That guitar is going to be well outfitted. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Now I'm eyeballing some Fishman, actually. The Fishman Fluence Tosin Abasi pickups I'm just kind of curious about. Yeah. Yeah, that's where I'm headed, I think. We'll see. The thing that is fascinating about those is the voicing, like how you can change the voicing. Well, they have the 6. I want to do it in my 245 SE. I want to make that like my signature tone kind of performance guitar. And because that's the one with the MIDI pickup on it. Like when I bought that guitar, first of all, it is the one and only guitar that I've ever bought 100% on a whim, just because I walked past it and it caught my eye. I love PRS. And so when I bought that, I kind of knew that it was going to be a project. And I want to make it something kind of out there. And those pickups, like between having the MIDI pickup, so you're able to do synthy things, between that and like the having pickups that can, like traditional magnetic pickups that can do different voicings and be very versatile. That's kind of where I'm headed with it. So I kind of knew, but I like the way it sounds now. But I think like I listened to some videos of the Tosin Abasi signature Fishman Fluence, and damn. So I just have to, set the money aside a little bit and yeah. I've listened to this piece a few times. Let's go to the end of it. So. I don't know what I'm. Yeah, that they have that, because they've got modern, passive, classic rock, and then a single coil tone, which is actually something that I lack in the studio. I have one guitar that has single coil, and it's a very noisy P90. So having like a chimey single coil tone would probably be a good addition to the arsenal here. And it's also pretty much the only guitar that I have. I do have push-pulls on the Les Paul, but that's also my very heavily down-tuned guitar. I could use it for the single coil tone, but it would be like, it's basically a baritone guitar. So who else? Anybody else have any? None of the other guitars have the push pulls on them. Yeah, no. Looking around. So yeah. When it's time, I'll let you know. And we'll be switching from a passive to an active situation with that guitar, which will be interesting. Yeah. I have mixed feelings about that. I think there's a lot of really great sounding passive pickups. Adding the battery pack, adds a level of complexity and maintenance that hopefully that'll be worthwhile. And then the modifications to the instrument, I have to look and see how involved that is, because there is a pot. Includes volume and tone pots, push-pull voice selector pot for use in volume or tone position. So it will be interesting to see. Yeah, it should be like for like. Yeah. I was just looking at what comes with it, and there are 4 knobs and 4 knob positions on the instrument, so that'll be all right. I wanted to stay passive on this one since there's not a lot of room, so I researched the Seymour Duncans and the Black Winters. From the description, they sound like they're going to be absolutely brutal sounding, like just awesome. Yeah. I'm gonna step away from that. I want I want to show you this because you said you hadn't been able to hear it yet. So let's just go in here. I want to show you the Fishman, the triple play. Maybe not. Let's try a different approach. Let's try a different approach. This has been finicky, so let's go here. There we go. All right, so it comes with this software. This is what I was talking about earlier. Like if I was to start performing with a laptop, doing something that requires a laptop, this would be it, because you can hear it. This is Driving Massive, which is a Native Instruments. You can add to it then. Whoops. Hold up. So yeah, it's very cool. There's a... Huh. Well, it's misbehaving. So it's been a little finicky, but it does work. And so, like, I've been goofing around with, I've really liked pads, but we can do lead type stuff too. It's pretty good. Oh, that's really great. Hey, Angel, have a great night. Have a good morning too. Early work call. We got a lot of new jobs around here, which is great. I'm happy for you guys and proud of you. Have a great night. Oh yeah, yeah. There's a ton of opportunity, right? So because I got both things going here, right? So this is just the synth. I haven't been able to help it. So you got a lot of that cool stuff that you can do where you blend them. It's still there's one problem left to solve on this thing, is that the actual pickup is a little too far away from the strings. So that's why we're getting some like delayed pickups and stuff like that. What was that like? That's cool. Anyway, so I wanted you to hear that too, because it is pretty cool. I think it's been a lot of fun to write stuff that uses this, uses this tool. The first thing I did with it, of course, is I made it sound like bagpipes. But then actually, one of the cool things, if I can get the precision up a bit, then using it as a piano is actually super satisfying. It sounds really quite good. And I don't think there's a legit piano in here. These are all synths, but right, see. Oh, Rhodes. It's a little weird. It's a lot of fun, and hopefully we'll lead to some creativity. This just gets stupid. All right. Yeah. So we're gonna put this away. But a lot of fun. And I think it'll be cool to mess with in the future. I'm gonna call it. It is getting late, and I do have stuff to do in the morning. But I appreciate you guys hanging out and joining back up with me at the beginning here. Yeah. Oh my. Bohemian Rhapsody I'm gonna work on that. I don't know that I'll be able to do it. Just, there are some, like, I was actually practicing a little bit of singing to see what my voice is gonna do now that I have a non-deviated septum. And one of the songs I was doing was Fix You by Coldplay, which does have a piano part. That's the way I arranged that in the DAW, was that I play piano on that, because in my old studio, my piano setup had a microphone on it. This one doesn't. So that's actually a kind of an interesting approach. It'd probably be easier to just play it on the piano. Yeah, that's probably true too. But that Coldplay tune, like, it might actually be cool to play the piano part on the guitar because it's so simple. So that's some food for thought for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna get going. You guys have a great night. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. Thanks for sharing your good news. I appreciate it. Everybody else who dropped in, and lurkers too, as usual. Thank you so much. And I believe I'll be back Thursday. I think we're going to do some collab stuff. Maybe. I don't know what we're going to do. But that's my plan. So you guys take care of yourselves and everyone around you, and I will see you then.